the little upgrade are here. There's what it's gonna look, what it looks like now, and it's gorgeous. And here's the new tailpiece, and here's the new tuners. Now, I went online and I asked the question, can the little ferrules be pushed out, or are they glued in? And are the ferrules the same size as these? 10 millimeter, yes they are. So I don't have to worry about having the luthier do it. You could use a tiny socket and very gently press them out. So if I could do it myself, which is what they just told me I can, and my luthier is nowhere to be found, he's on vacation, I'm going to go after it right now, and I'll let you know how we do. We can take a nice look at the frets, and you can see where the strings were riding on the frets in various places. You can feel the slightest amount of the fret wear. Not terrible, but obviously you're going to have some. It's just part of the course, but not terrible. And we'll definitely take care of the fingerboard. It looks, instead of, I think it's rosewood, but it might be ebony. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But we're down to this part now, and we just got to take this off. And luckily, this is our new blueprint of exactly how to adjust the other one. So we'll adjust it exactly the same, and when we put the new one in, it should be happy to sit there. But once we get it off, we can clean the body of the guitar very nicely, which is something you can't really do when everything is together. Now, obviously, the fucker did bite me once. If I can get it to focus on a finger. If it wants to focus everywhere but the fucking finger. I don't know where it focuses from. Onward through the fog. Now we'll take these off, and that's where we'll be next. Okay, now, the wonderful thing is you don't need the hammer. Put the hammer away. Look, see this little tool? Put it right in there, push. Put it right in there, push. Put it right in there, push. Right in there, push. All this is a 7/32 socket head. You can buy the right tool from Stumac, but I've already got this. So we've got that one. Now we'll go for another very thin one that can push these ferrules all the way out the other side. And I think that's too big. How's this little rascal? That's too big. Not to worry though. There's a little one. That pushes a little further. A little further. We're gonna get them out and do no harm to the guitar whatsoever. This is gonna be fine. See? Now once we got the ferrules, whoa! That fucker took a ride. Now we'll find it another day. We get the ferrule. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. A little awkward. Put them right down in there. That other thing went fucking sailing, so we ain't gonna sweat it. One, up, got them all. All the ferrules are out. Now the ferrules go back on here, so we have the beautiful tuners, and nobody's gonna be harmed by missing parts and all that. So beautiful. There it goes. There's a nice tuner. They're wonderful tuners. They're just, I don't want to get cut and just poked on strings. So we did no harm. The ferrules came out like a champ. Make sure that this end goes up where it belongs, so the next time you'll know. And we're coming along at a good pace, really. This was the part that I really startled me. So I didn't know how the ferrules were put in. If they were glued in, I was not going to try to find out if this is really a crack, which I don't believe it is, but it is definitely a part of the grain in the wood that is not going to be a strong part. It's going to be a weak link to the whole operation. You can rest assured. But since we didn't have to hit it with a hammer, we could push down gently, and the ferrules came right out. That was a huge plus, huge plus. All right, we're coming down the home stretch. I probably could save, as I probably should, camera space because I'm running low on it. That's right, but we're getting there. What do we got? We got two more. Where's the other ferrule? Oh, well, that's a Planet Wave. That's why it doesn't have a ferrule. Okay. So there's going to be slightly smaller looking tuners, but they're going to work just like a champ. All right, now see the little guy. Let's see how he wants to go. He wants to go on this side because that's how it is. You know, I guess they could go on this side if you wanted to do it that way. Wait a minute. Let's make sure we know. Let's grab onto the thing and see which way is which. I'm not going to be able to tell. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. Look at that. Oh, the little bastard slipped right in like a champ. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, well, we're on this side. This is what we're going to do then. Look at this. Oh, when God is with you, you don't have to sweat this. Look at this. Perfect. It couldn't be a better fit. Absolutely fucking perfect. Excuse me for the F-bomb, sort of. I mean, my golly, it is really amazing. Now, I know you're saying humble, but the little screw holes are not going to work. Don't worry about the little screw holes. That's the least, that is not even an issue at this stage of the game. That is not an issue. Can you believe it? And I didn't know in advance because I'm just not that calculating a human being to find out in advance if they would fit. But I did look online. I did put in the information, and they said they are a direct replacement if you can get the ferrules out. And then I checked on how to do that. They said just push them through. You're good to go. They're not glued in. And there we go. Now, we turn a little rascal over just as gently as a mouse. And we put the other yes, not to worry, humble, not to worry. Look, we got these sweet little rascals here. Now, is there any chance these just open up nice, or do you have to cut them? I think you have to cut them. All right, we can do that. Yep, we can do that. I didn't know if I had the knife here, but we do. It's also as sharp as a buffalo's dick, but with a certain amount of strength, you can make it happen. Let's put these right here. These little rascals go right on the top, just like this. Well, maybe they do look a little much because it's such a tiny little wee headstock. But you do have to have them, or when you tighten these down gently, you're going to put marks in the actual unit. And let's find out what we need while we're at this. What do we need? What do we need? I think that'll do it. I'm sorry, you can't see with my hand in the way. There we are. Now, we'll just gently, I mean ever so gently, tighten these down. And you don't have to put the fucking screws in. Unless you really want to, you can. But you're gonna, this way, let me put it to you this way. What we just did to the guitar did no harm to it whatsoever. If anybody in the future bought this from me, which I doubt I'll ever sell it, they could easily put those tuners back in because they're gonna go right into here. Oh, I'll do it later. We'll not do it right now. We'll do it later and get it squared away. Let me get a little box or screw bag for these rascals. Oh my God, it's the first day that it's hotter than the son of a bitch here. And boy, is it weird to feel the heat. It's a really nasty kind of heat, to be honest with you. not overjoyed with it. I'm not a heat person. Wintertime it isn't bad when it's the wood stove because it's dry. But other than that, I'm just not really into it. All right, let's see. Put these little guys right in there, just like this. Oh, we're coming good. We're coming good. Now, the tuners were the scariest part of it, but we did it. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll go down to the tailpiece. Okay, see how that nice little screw is in there? I think I'll switch to a different, in there and you can actually see what's going on. Let's see if I get in a little bit. That's it. Okay, see that? Now what we're doing is we're coming over here to this bow wax. We're taking the screw, tiny little screw, and we're getting, if it would focus would be nice, a little bit of the wax. Oh my God, it's a trip. On the screw. See the little bit of wax on there? I want a little bit more. We're going to wax the screw. Now, you want to make it a little easier. In order to keep the screw on the head, you put just a wee bit of this on there, and then you get just a wee bit of wax on the end of the screw, and you stick them on like this, and then see, it clings. Now you can do it. Otherwise, you can fight with it just a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if you want to screw along nice. Now what this wax does, it lubricates the wood so that when the screw goes in, now you don't have a problem that you're avoiding a problem before you have the problem. See, here's what we got. I'm trying to get the set just so, and it's a little bit of a job, so bear with me. We'll bring her down a little bit. There we are. Now see, you see the nice screws in there? We're going to set them down all the way, but I got to wipe the bullshit off the end of this thing with a rag because I need a good purchase. I don't want to slip and hit the wood. That would put a scar in it, and I don't want to do that. That's a hell of a thing to do, put it right where you can't see. Okay, let's get this in a little bit closer. I'm sorry. Well, you'll have to bear with me. This is a touch and go on its best day. So get right in here. Now that lubricates the wood. We're not trying to strip the holes. We just want it just to bottom out. As soon as it touches, boop, we're done. Just come down here and we'll go boop, we're done. Boop, we're done. This one needs a little bit more at the end. You may not be able to see me, but I'm here. Okay, that one bottomed out. Let's see. Oh, that one's happy. That one's happy. We're done with that. Okay? And that will help to give us a guide on how straight the tuners are. Now, as you will see, when we come over like this, I'm going to try to do it. You will see, if it's right under my feet, we are pretty much symmetrical. And when I tighten down the little keepers on the top, they're not going to move. They're probably not going to move at all anyway. And then we'll move on to the back part. We have to take this plastic piece off. Not this one. Where are we? Not this one, but that one. And then we'll get doing that one. Okay, that's where we are right now. Now we need a screwdriver, but not as fine as the one we just had. And I had one here. Ah, here it is, right here. I got it. Okay, come on over here now. We want to take these out. Now, you have to be very, very careful not to miss and poke the guitar. You're only going to get one shot at this. You poke it, you just put a friggin' flaw in the back of the guitar, which doesn't have any. I hope you can see me all right. All right, let's do it this way. These are Stumac screwdrivers, and they're really, really nice. All right, let's try to get over here like this. Naturally, your eyesight is negotiable at best at this age. We'll have to hope for the best. I don't know what you can see and what you can't, but I can tell you nobody ever used any wax on these screws before because they're coming out hard. So we're going to make sure we wax the piss out of them for the next time. This one's going easy. All right. Okay, now this little plate comes off. Now, here's the important thing to do when we're right here, right now. How well can you see this? You see it pretty good. All right, let's see it real good. Now look in here. See the, all right, I can't tell what I'm seeing, what I'm not, but there's there's a distance between here and there, okay? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 springs, okay? And they're hooked to 1, 2, 3, 4 holes right there. We're gonna count how many times we turn this out and this out. We're gonna use the same amount of springs in the new tailpiece. This way we know exactly how much tension we've got on these springs. There's almost none, to be honest with you. So let's get to that part right now. All right. Let me see if I can move this down just a smidgen. Okay. Now I need a pretty good sturdy screwdriver for this. Now we're going to count. You ready? Naturally it's right where I ought to be. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I forgot what this one was. Fuck. But we know it's 15. So just take it out. Okay. Now, these little rascals are not that tough. Just give me another tiny little implement. We can get these loose right here. They just come straight up out. Well, anyway, they're supposed to come straight up out of there with ease. Oh, the little bastards don't want any part of it. Always something, isn't it? So let's unhook them from this. And from, hang on. It's easier when I'm not photographing at the same time, but all right, everybody's loose from here. All right, now we got to turn it over and take the screws out of the other side. All right, this should come right off. All right, that's screwed on. All right, I'll tell you what we do. Since this has got a grounding screw, let's just put it so that it's at least gripping into the wood. All right. All right, let's get this up here. Just so it grips. We're not trying to tighten anything or do anything. We just want it just so it doesn't escape. Because I don't want to fuck up that grounding screw, okay? Now, these should come right off. I don't know why they're not, but they're not. Might be there's an angle to it, and that's something that PRS does of their own accord, and I'm learning as I go because I've never done this with one of these before. So we turn it over, just like this. Everybody's happy. Now we come out. Where are you? Okay. Let's see if I can get this in here nice. It's a crazy angle, but what we want to do is, how is this one going to do it? No, they're in there good. Let's try the big one. And again, they're not tight to the bottom. There's space between them. Again, you have to be very careful. You don't come loose from the screw and park the shit out of the front of the guitar. That is a huge fuck up. And we can't afford that. Or I'm sure as hell not liking it. All right. Keeping your fingers right there is a good idea. Wow, these are long bastards. It's long or it is stripped, one or the other. All right, there's one. We only got a handful of them. We're going to go stagger it from one side to the other. Remember, these did not go all the way to the bottom. That gives it wiggle room. If we want a live tailpiece, which is what this comes as, a live tailpiece, we could block it with a piece of wood and make it a solitary tailpiece that does not move, but that doesn't go with the type of guitar that this is. But again, since it's yours, you want it the way you want it, it's your guitar, do what you want. Okay, we only got 3 more. Don't get too fucking fast or you're going to fuck something up. All right, that one's come through. Okay, Some of the spring tension is still monkeying with these. That's why you get to the end and it feels like it's stripped, but it's not. It's actually you're out of the purchase of the wood, and it's the tension of that spring that's monkeying with you a little bit. So you push this in, and now you can get it right out nice. As obviously we're going to clean the face of the guitar really good when I take this off, because now is the only time you're going to really be able to get to the face of the guitar as far as putting a nice polish to it. There we are. Okay, now take these screws off of here. We'll put them up onto the bench where they're going to be happy. This should come off of here at some point. Again, we don't want it to just escape and go ape shit. Oh. All right, well, we got to get these bastards off of there. So, we need another tool. Well, I took this fucker right here. It was like pulling teeth. Holy shit, that was a motherfucker. But here it is. There's the unit that we want to replace it with the new one. Let's just take a look. Here is the ends of these bastards. So we'll have to put them in the new ones. But wow, I've never seen anything come out that difficult. Must be they do that on purpose. Or maybe there was a little bit of glue on them. Let's turn it over and see that we did no harm to this side, which we can see we did no harm whatsoever. Now we'll get the nice finish and we can polish that up really nice. This nice Smith finish polisher that we got right in here. There we go. Oh, this is sweet. This is the shit right here. It's expensive, but who gives a fuck? Give her a couple of squirteroonies. And we're not going to do the fingerboard right now. We're just going to do that. Let me get a nice, absolutely fresh, nice cloth with no sharpness to it. This is a very important thing. Here we go. No sharpness. Just nice, nice. Right around here, right through here for the first time ever, probably. We're just going to get a nice, nice shine. Because now we can reach everything. Because the other stuff gets in the way. Get right up close to here. I can't tell what I'm doing, but I'm going by feel. I know I'm doing it because I can see myself wiggling. It's a sign I'm still alive. This is a good thing. Okay, see that fucker shine? Now, Smith knows what the fuck he's doing when it comes to shit like this. And he knows what he's doing when it comes to everything else, too. The guy's an amazing fellow. I never owned a Smith bass, but there's always... Get this fucker paid off, and then we'll see what happens. But I am thinking more along the lines of Warmouth. Not Warmouth, what the fuck is the name of it now? Is it Warmouth? No. Warwick. There we go. No. Now, let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's shining good. All right. Now, while we're here, take a look at that neck. See that neck? Now, what we're going to do for the neck is a very happy thing. Fingerboard. Okay. Now, see this stuff? This is the absolute cat's meow. All right, well, be that as it may. So we come over here to this rag, which has got, it's impregnated with this stuff like you wouldn't believe. Oh, now it's really impregnated. The fucker's probably going to have kittens. All right, let's get this right on here nice. And you see it's gooey and slimy and like woozy. Let's get it up here. You can get it right on the... I'm right out of the picture, I'm sorry. We'll get it right on here. Now this is going to go in and it's going to fill those wood pores with a nice, happy, wonderful, it's going to love it, type of oil of orange and something else that's wonderful. Okay, now... For the first time we can do this. Come over here. And we're going to do this. Now watch. See that dull finish right there? Watch. Now because I'm not going to get my fingers beat to shit like I already did, we're going to come in here and we are going to... Where's this creepy part I just used? Look at this. Look at the difference in the color. That is drinking this right. Where the hell is it? I lost track of it. Let's get a new one then. Fuck it. When all else fails, don't be a cheap bastard. Go get some more that you do know where it is. All right. Soak it right in there. Oh, it's bathing in the shit. Loving it. This will have a nice color now because it's going right into the wood. It's made for this purpose. It's for the most expensive Elon Musk approved fucking furniture on Earth. And he's not sending it to Mars. So we get that in there. Let it drink right in. Oh, happy as a mouse. I can hear it squeaking already. Hear it? Oh, look. That's loose. Let's loosen it right up because we want to use some nice wax on the screw anyway. Now, I'm sure we're not going to have to monkey with any truss rods. This guitar was in fucking gorgeous shape to start with. Let's just take that off. And yeah, there's the truss rod. And you can see, well, I can see that it's either all the way out to where it's not doing a fucking thing, which is probably not a good thing. But anyway, we're going to go right in here nice. Right in here nice. Yeah, it looks like it's all the way out, but there's no problem with the neck. I mean, it's fucking gorgeous. There's nothing to worry about. This is not even an issue. All right, let's get that happy. All right, everybody's good? Everybody's good. Now we come up here with that little screw. As I told you, get the wax on there. Don't fuck around with it. Now, don't even worry about this. This can have a little of that gooey shit on there. It doesn't do a bit of harm. And it's going to wipe off nice in a minute anyway. So let's get right in there. We found the hole, amazingly enough. And screw it. No, she screws. You wish you could feel it. Well, you can think of feeling it. Feeling the screw go right into there with these slippery ass fingers that are as slippery as a salamander in the ocean. Look, nice and tight. Now it's not gonna, if there was any chance of that making a funny little sound, it's over now. Okay? Now, we're going to let this sit nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that son of a bitch come back to life. Look at that fucker shine now. As a matter of fact, we are going to go down the neck one more time with this wonderful shit. And let's get some more of this wonderful shit on here. Oh my God, that's way more than enough. But that's good. We like to soak the rag with it. So, come on. Let's lift you up to where you can see more. See more. All right. I can get this up like this. Okay. I know I'm winging it best I can under the circumstances and still do the job. Okay. Get this out of the way. Get right up here and because this has never been done, I can guarantee you. And I'll tell you what, these inlays, they were lifeless when I first got this guitar. When I saw the picture, I said, what the fuck? There's no mother of pearl to this. They're mother of toilet seat. They're just plastic fucks, you know? But they are not at all. This is a fucking expensive guitar. And we are not fucking it up. We're making it humbleized. Well, squonkified, or whatever the deal. So, now, I gotta get my hands clean because they are gooier than the... Here we go with a nice clean cloth. Now we come up here and we lift the neck and we come right up here like this and we just take the residue off of it. Just like, it could stand to have the frets cleaned up. Somebody did actually play it, which is a nice sign. I like to see that somebody played the guitar. It just doesn't sit in a locker all of its life doing not a fucking thing. Because it's just too nice a guitar. The fucking thing is beautiful. It really is. Now, what you're going to notice, though, is it's going to look lifeless when we take this off of here for now. I don't know what you're seeing and what you're not. I'm doing my best. But it is going into the wood. It's not going to come off, strip the veneer or any evil or fucked up thing. It's going to be just fine. And after 40 or 50 times, this wood is going to look fucking gorgeous. Because it takes time for it to go in and stay and be happy. All right? So there's where we are with this. Now we can also come back to the edge, making damn sure there's no chips of wood or anything like that on here, because when we put it together now, it's gonna, that's what we're gonna have. It's either we did it this time or we fucking missed it. So there we go. Okay, we're almost ready. Now I go and get the other tail piece, or is it already here? Or is it already here? It is here. Okay. All right. So here's the little puppy right here. So we're going to drop him right down on top of here, just like he goes. Now the screws to the bastard are right here. And we're going to, think we ought to attach these sons of bitches first. I think that would be a fucking superior idea. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe it would be. All right, let's see. Let's, before we do any of that, make sure that the angle is not bent up. We want it to be like it's supposed to be. Okay, nice and straight. Because I had I was like taking fucking molars out of a fucking sea lion. It was a son of a bitch getting that fucker out of there. Okay, nice and flat. See this one all fucked up? It's got multiple bends in it. And it is a tough bastard. Okay. This one, yep, that one needs it too. Okay. All right, let's get this out of the way for now. Let's get these out of the way for now, just so we can't do some harm by accident. We don't want to do it by on purpose, but we definitely don't want any harm to come to it at all. So let's hang on to that. We're going to turn it over like this, hanging on to it for dear life. All right, now we got this. We're going to grab one of these fuckers. I don't know what you can see and what you can't. I don't know what you're seeing. I hope it works. We're going to stick it right in here. And this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they use, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put this one right in here. I'm going to reach up, get a hold of that one. Reach up, get this other inside one. Push it down in. Doesn't want any part of it, but it's going. See, it's got a multiple bend in it, and that is putting a fuck to us. Yeah, it does. They have to be absolutely straight. Okay. You get onto here. You get onto here. All right, that's better. Let me put a little tension on it. Okay, let's get a little tension on this one. Okay, now we'll do the other two outside ones. Grab onto it and find the little hole. Going by feel, got it? Going by feel. And using the bottom side of this, I hope that's right. Hang on. got to get underneath it to hang on to the thing to push these in. Boy, they don't want any fucking part of it. This son of a bitch definitely doesn't. All right, it is one of these it will not do a multiple bend at all. Thank God I'm as strong as I am. All right. Realize this is probably about the worst as it's going to get. I mean, it's going to, aha, she sat down nice. Okay, back this one back so I can actually get the hold of the fucker. All right. Back her up a little more. A little bit more, and I can get it. Got it. Just put tension on them. All right, now, I can see that there's some of these little fuckers that aren't sitting down properly, and I'm not sure how to address that yet, but let me figure that shit out as I go. I don't know how much time we got. I'm probably run right out of memory on the camera, so I'm going to go as fast as I can. Here's why I love these fucking tuners. Watch this. See this one right here? It's got this long strangly mother. Watch as we turn it. It'll take me a minute. That snapped it right off. Go to the next one. They tighten up from the bottom, not like the PRS tighten up from the top. That one's gone. Let's tighten them up a little bit. I'm going as fast as I can because I don't know how much time I got with the camera. It shit the bed when I was in the middle of filming before. Okay, let's get this one done. Watch. That's done. Let's get this one here. Hang on. I got too much under my ass here. Get these out of the way. Well, let's just do well, yeah, we could do this one now. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that I'm all fucked up here. What the hell's going on? Let's get the little one first. Always do them from the inside out. That just snapped that off. That's done. Nothing to hurt me with. It can't fucking pork me now. I can clean the headstock. I can do whatever I want to. I'm in beautiful shape. This is right in the nut. Okay. Turn this one. Watch this. Ready? Snap. Tighten this up just a whisker so when I turn it, it's happy. We're almost done with setting the strings on the guitar. Then we have to tune it up, of course, and do the intonation, but that's in a minute. Watch this one here. Here we go. Let me put a little tension on it. Fucking beautiful idea. Really. I was just told by a luthier that the tuners were better on the guitar that came stock with than putting these on. I said, I appreciate your wonderful information. That was very kind of you. I'm glad you feel that way. Guess what? I'm putting them on as soon as I get off the phone with you. I appreciate you talking to me, but I know what I want, and I know why I want it. Now, look, I can touch anywhere on here. I can't get hurt. That's why I do it. And they look fucking beautiful. I don't know if it's still doing it. It is still doing it. Look at that. No sharp edges, no dangling bullshit. 24 karat gold strings. There's the tailpiece in. All I got, it's all set. It's beautiful. I used the template of the old one to get the height of this little bastards just about right. I'm gonna have to fuck with it a little bit, but it's basically we're about I'm a half an hour from playing it, and I'll go charge up the phone so you get to hear that. Okay. Recording video space I have, but this is how you do it. the biggest, heaviest strings are on this side. They need more spring. The little baby ones don't need as much spring. That's a crucial thing that a lot of people get wrong. They make them all the same. You don't make them the same. What you want to do is pull this back evenly, okay? Once you do, you can set the intonation and it'll stay. And this is this is where they line up. This is how they are. Each string is a little bit longer or shorter than the next one to be perfect. And if you'll notice, the problem that we used to have with the E string breaking, there's no screws touching any of these. That's as close as it comes, and that is not touching. So we won't have any more of this binding up bullshit with the thing breaking strings. And she's intonated. The strings are brand new, so they're going to take time to stretch. But take a look at those beautiful gold toners, the beautiful gold tailpiece. You can't see in this light, but the strings are even gold. So if I'm going to try to get rid of some of this unnecessary bullshit on the phone, so I have a little room so you can hear it play, okay? I got everything squared away. I'm using, it's called, what the fuck is it called? Well, anyway, that's why we have a little bit of scratchy sound here. So it's not, I'll show you how nice the guitar really sounds in a minute, but let's see if I can get this to work.
But humble, does it sound nice?
Yes, it does sound nice. Watch. Now, after all that beating up on it, which I just did, let's see where we are for tune. Let's just take a peek-a-rooney, just a L peek-a-roonskus, tiny bit flat. Alright. Well, does it sound nice? Well, we'll soon see. Let me get this up that sounds good. What the fuck? Rainmaker. Ghosts. Well, let's see what Ghost is like with this. Fucking ears are shot. Woo-hoo! That it works. I hope it's still recording.